through our manual, but also by radio and TV spots. So, I have no direct access to the documents or to the evidence involved, and as a trial judge, I was educated here in the College of Law as well as by 5 years experience in Quezon City Hall, that there is always a hazard when a person seeks to sit on judgment on a case that I can only access to secondhand. All I know of the case is what I read in the papers. So I must say that there appears to be irregularity. There's apparently no question that there was irregularity, or there was at least controversy attendant to the scandal, but I cannot identify who was responsible for it simply because I don't have direct personal access to the evidence. It's very hard to convict, second-hand or long distance.
So do you comment on the definition for a death moratorium?
Yes, in fact, that will be the burden of my speech. So maybe it's better to wait for my speech. But I am opposed to it. I am opposed to a unilateral death moratorium because it negatives everything that I learned in international law here in the college, as well as when I specialized in international law abroad. So it simply goes against the grain of our legal system. The solution is not a unilateral death moratorium. Do you understand what is a unilateral debt moratorium? It's for the debtor to tell the creditor, I refuse to pay my debts. Or states and agencies and say, in view of the recent earthquake, and we don't have to pummel you on the head with data and statistics about how ruinous it was for our country, which is poor as it was, and then we get hit. I am in favor of a debt moratorium. I am against unilateral moratorium, in favor of bilateral or negotiated moratorium. Because this is the way it's done in international relations. It's very facile, and maybe it's even fashionable or maybe even glamorous or expedient to say, let's just stop paying our creditors. But it's not going to work out well for our country in the long run, even in the medium run. In the short run, maybe, because then we get money. But we have, as an illustrative case, I'm going to tell the law students that in law school, we are schooled to use what is called the case study technique. We study actual cases as they occurred in the chronological past. In this case, we have an illustrative instance of what happened when a country made a unilateral debt moratorium. One of the South American countries in the 1980s did this. And we're already in a position, because this took place in 1980, we're already in a position to assess whether overall it redounded to the benefit of the country or not. And it didn't. Because its exports did, nobody wanted to import its products anymore. It was in effect an act of reprisal by the creditor countries, and its GNP plummeted. In other words, overall the economy suffered. So,
why do you think the car never succeeds, or why is it compatible with many products?
okay, the car.